Oh my lord. Look at those butts. Oh my lord. Look at those butts. Hello everyone. How are we doing? I hope we are doing great. As it's Friday, it's time for Ring Warriors, which can only mean some more epic wrestling action. Brought to you here. I need to actually load my chat box, or else no one's going to see anything. Speaking of which, I also need to upload this to the appropriate Facebook pages, so bear with me. So let me see, I need to slap you info in, and that'll do, so thank you, publish. This has already gone to my Facebook and my Twitter pages, so you can find those there. I believe the only other places it needs to go to is the Discord, so I will sort that out quickly, and we can continue our starting banter. Yum yum yum. So one thing I am going to do, shuffle some bits to one side, cause I need to put my D-Live mobile right here, as I ready to go. Lovely. Brand new to D-Live I am. And with D-Live I am bringing in new content that D-Live really needs to cover, because my lord, tabletop role-playing games are important, D-Live. You need to get on that thing. Get on up on that thing. Make you feel better. Get up off of that thing. Take you there now. And that's it. Okay, we're getting there. Where is my post so I can copy it, paste it where I need to, because the people gotta know where the show is going on. Going on. You see the show when you really wanna go, when you really wanna know, we do it. You see the show when you really wanna know, when you really wanna go and do it. Everybody dance, gonna really pants and gonna make it all sound and flow it. You know, baby, now all you gotta do is show it. Yeah. Oh, drop it, pop it, push it. Can't do that one. Push it real good is a little bit too copyright. Or is it? Debate. I will also turn the lights on in a moment because I completely forgot that yes, darkness, it approaches, and darkness approaching is a big bad. And I don't like dealing with Big Bad, but I will take Big Bad in a wrestling match and we will see who wins, because Big Bad wrestling match is challenge. I like a good challenge. Where is my Twitch Sherry post? There we are. Wah. Put it at the bottom, make people happy, got to dance. Right, get rid of that one. No, I wanted that one. That's it. I wanted to get rid of this one. Yeah, that's it. I'll get rid of that one. And El Postu. Yes! Great.
Interesting to listen to you post things and talk to yourself.
Dude, posting things and talking to myself are the two greatest talents that I have. Yeah. Everyone knows this, legitimately.
Also, that's the two best things what streamer could possibly have.
Exactly. Like when you're doing fuck all, but you need to keep airtime interesting. What do? Talk about random shit. That is my go-to. That's my crux. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want a boy that'll mess you around, you pick some loser. You want a boy that'll keep you entertained about stuff you don't even know what he's talking about? That's your man right here.
Yeah.
You don't know a single word that's coming out of his mouth, but baby, you're into it.
It's happening, you like it or not.
There you go. Right, all my pages are up. I am good to go, ready for the flow. Lights on. Very good. And I'm very happy to share, this is the first episode of Ring Warriors that is now being streamed live on D-Live. Yay!
You have D Live now.
I do have D Live. I now stream on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and D Live. I've been told to try out D Live because of the good things I've heard, and of course the way of the poods. And in all honesty, I haven't had any complaints so far. I think the thing is, so far, I am apparently the only person who has ever live streamed, or seems to have ever live streamed Sims 4 on D Live, which is alright, because I'm going to keep that moniker, and when I start streaming some more on the weekends, your boy's going to get him on some of that D Live fun time. Which, if you're not a part of the D Live fun time, maybe you should follow me, send me some lemons and all that fun jazz, because I like it if you can send lemons. And I've got all my custom emotes ready, so send in those lemons. And then what we got? We've got everyone else. And of course, if you are watching this anywhere and everywhere, be sure to join in on the banter, joining on the fun. Let us know what you like and don't like, and on top of all of that, like, comment, subscribe, even though we just started, and I hate putting that at the beginning of videos, but you know what? I still hate that. So I mostly did it just to trigger those individuals who are just like me, where they say, "Why did you do it?" Because it's not just me, right? You're watching like a 10-minute video of a very interesting topic, and within the first 5 seconds, I've already been told to like, comment, subscribe, ring a bell, and all that fun stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
You want me to do that after I've seen your content first? Because I'm not going to subscribe before knowing what the hell your content is.
That is actually a great thing about King of Random. Because the King of Random has an X screen, which reminds about subscribing and stuff like all that fun jazz.
Yeah.
And
See,
that's how it should be.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
why
game for
he
that.
has like 11 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. And that works. Now you don't need the obligatory first 10 minute, please like, comment, subscribe if you like this video. Also check out the merch, check out this, check out that. Like, you want to do that as either a mid-video break, which I'm okay with, but 9 times out of 10, if it's not well planned and comes across bad, I'm gonna hate it. Or put it at the end of your video where you've made your topic, you've made a great video, and at the end you can shill all you want, because if people have watched to the very end, they know your content's good and they want to know how they can support you. Makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna find some random person on YouTube that's made an interesting video and instantly subscribe to them just because in the first 5 seconds they said, guys, can we just like, comment, and subscribe? Can we get 500 likes? I need it. Like,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor? Can you give me 500 likes to suplex every little fucktard that has ever done that?
Yeah.
That is one suplex for every like. I will give you that. That is my offer to the real fans, the real people out there.
So, I believe we are having pay-per-view night.
Well, you would think that.
Yes.
But this is the Underground. The Underground does not do pay-per-view. It's the Underground. Tell me there's no pay-per-view in the Underground, in the Underground, in the Underground, in the Underground. That is basically where we go. Is it a legit Underground? Yes, as in you are actually going underground. Is it going to be populated by mole people? Fucking no. I'm not that idiotic or obvious. Thank you very much.
Not like Hans Smallman and 30 of his copies.
Exactly. And besides, like if I give you everything now when the game is in development, where's the fun gonna be if I then decide to do an expansion that is Rise of the Underground, where it features mole men? Like, it makes bloody sense. I can't give you... It's like... like, this is my analogy for things like this, right? My analogy for things like this is that it's like as if you have the promise... it's kind of like the Portal mentality. You have the promise of cake. You have the promise that if you do a good job and if you do things right, you will get cake. Glorious, tasty cake. But if you fuck it up, that cake is gone and you lose out on El Keiko Lopez. It's as simple as that. Yes. So, my debate is, I want to show you I'm showing you the cake. What you can see is the cake. You can have slices of the cake, because slices of the cake give you a taste and make you interested in more of the cake. But I don't want to give you the whole bloody cake, because then where is the room to add more to that cake? You've only had layer 1 and I haven't even put on like the second or third or fourth layer on yet, so you've gotta be patient. My style of game development is very much tied to how CD Projekt Red do theirs, where it's like, I don't care how long it takes, as long as I make the best bloody damn product that I can, that will entertain the majority of people, and literally let my vision scream to the heavens and back. That's the trick. At the end of the day, if you can't be true to your own vision, then what can you be true to? Answer, not a lot of things.
Not a lot. I could probably maybe put something else in the background than spooky scary skeletons in every different version there is.
Wow.
Because that's what I have been listening today while playing Far Cry.
Okay. Interesting decision.
Yeah.
Creative choice, I like it.
So, now I'm actually going to ask your opinion. If I give you name of playlists,
okay,
and I want you to decide what kind of music I am going to be playing.
Right, and an interesting segue actually, because there is the Ring Warriors official Spotify playlist where you can listen to right now.
Oh, cool.
Shameless plug.
Yes. This first list is called Africa by Toto.
Hi.
It has many of my favorite old music pieces, like Hotel California, etc.
Nice.
Then there is something called A Dangerous Meeting, named after Merciful Fate's song. Then there is Let's Get Swingin', which is the electro swing. And then there's Weird But Good, mostly Powerwolf and Rammstein and that kind of jazz.
Nice.
Of course, there is then the new playlist 35, which has 33 songs, and they are pretty much all over the place.
I get you. Wait,
oh, of course. Then there's Rosemary's Baby called the playlist.
Okay.
So, do you know what Rosemary's Baby is?
A baby that belongs to a woman named Rosemary.
No, it's actually a horror movie.
Oh, what?
So there's a main theme from Rosemary's Baby, then there's theme from Psycho, then there's main theme from The Exorcist, then there's Halloween theme.
Oh, cool.
Where are the rest of the wrestlers who
I was
have
gonna say.
they have said that they would be interested in the session tonight?
Yes, because I know Tash and Vinny are. I know that obviously Savvy is unavailable, which is fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will see. We shall soon do.
Yes. Also, I need to actually log out of Mumble. Well, because I have my Discord Mumble bind on the same button. Actually.
Right.
And it
Cool.
has text-to-speech enabled, so
Nice.
So,
Well, nice in some
what
situations.
happens in the server, I kind of get a notification that speech to say to me.
I get you.
Also, Winnie, hello.
Hello there.
There it is.
If I suddenly vanish, it's because my phone has died and it's annoying me, but I'm at the moment having a cigarette outside and I can't charge my phone.
Okay.
Oh, but I just gotta get that. Just gotta get the smoke.
Need the pre-stream nicotine.
I need that gaseous form inside of moi.
See, I like
Also-
mine more, it rhymed.
Also, there is the
So, can you
gaseous
just-
form.
You just see someone walking past you having a cigarette, it's like saying, "Give me that gas."
Yes.
See, I need that gas, man. Give me that gas. That would put vaping in a whole new light if they started calling it gas. Like, my god.
I am
Gassing.
actually gassing right now.
Yo, he be gassed. Like near the end of the episode, and he's like, "Dude, like, can I just like throw flowers at him and tell him world peace is possible?" Like, dude,
Dude, what the fuck?
like, can I just like be a wrestler that like promotes peace and love and doesn't raise his fist but raises like some flowers, dude?
God damn it. Oh no. I bet you just got an idea for a wrestler right there.
Oh
Which is
god,
going to be an enemy for us.
What did you do?
nothing.
Keep a secret, keep a secret, keep a secret.
Foxy did it.
You can be the next part.
No, I didn't.
He did.
To be fair, I say two of the enemies. Actually, it's one of the enemies and one of the allies I technically already knew about. Because I kind of had a hand in creating them.
Oh, I see.
That's cheating.
So-
Good cheat.
It's not cheating! Like, I just come up with the physical aesthetic of them. Don't just put in the personality.
It's unfair advantage.
It's not an unfair advantage, and besides, none of them were used against me.
That's an unfair
Right.
advantage.
No, seriously, none of them were used. Dom can confirm this.
It is
And none of
very,
them.
yeah, it's very
I'm
confirmed.
sorry, I'm just in one of those moods.
It's like, are you sure? Favoritism.
Seriously, seriously, none of the characters that I have designed so far have been used against me.
It's true. I mean, Karatov was
I'm
actually
just-
used against Urg, so...
Yeah, Karatov was... Which was why when Don mentioned the Belarusian national anthem, I was cackling away. You could
know.
tell, yeah.
No.
You could
Don't
tell,
worry, I'm just in a weird mood.
you could tell that a character I designed was implemented into it because I would just be sniggering or cackling away, like kickflip.
Yes. Kickflip's great. Everyone loves kickflip.
Yeah, I just drew like a kind of Loplin, the fuzzy Loplin sort of design, and Don was like, you know what, I have an in.
Yeah, like I just saw the design, I'm like, that's like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Loplin,
Yeah.
90s punk kid.
Also, before I forget to say it, I'm really happy because I talked to work and they've guaranteed that I will never work.
Woo!
Woo! Nice. So you are indefinitely with us during these sessions.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, Urg needs to stop becoming a rock pool for a while.
Yeah.
I'm also in a good mood because I'm managed for starting this. So,
Nice.
it was a good episode.
Yeah, now we just gotta find a way to bloomin' get Erg into the cafe. Not cafe. Restaurant.
It's like a Japanese
Tavern?
cat restaurant thing, yeah.
But how did you get there?
Oh, I've got an idea.
I've got an idea.
It's fine.
Too. I've got an idea too. It's fine.
Yeah. Cool.
But I just need to know what's going on, basically.
Yeah. Well,
No.
Dom like recorded like.
Oh no, I know. But it'd just be. I can just imagine that Erg's been sitting there the entire time and no one noticed him because his stealth check went really high.
Yeah, because he's like this giant rock ornament. Oh, you know what it's like. Oh.
I like those Japanese, like, rock
Yeah,
formations.
the Japanese garden things with the rake things. Like, yes.
I'll stay silent at the beginning of the stream, and then it's just like suddenly Erg sneezes, and you'll realise he's there.
Oh, dude.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh man. Okay, are we good? Are we good to kick this? Because I'm ready to kick
I'm
this.
okay with you.
And all of a sudden, when the garden ornament sneezes, there is a wooden spoon blown to its forehead.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Nice. Okay, so, ladies and gents, are we good to begin tonight's session of Ring Warriors?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd take that as a no, Rago! No, I'm joking. Game screen! Oh, I love it. Okay. Game screen is on, my face looks amazing, and everyone that can be here is here. Lovely. There's only one other thing to do, and that is to hit the record button, so that I get the recording of the button. Yes. 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 I don't know where I'm going with it.
All of a sudden, Erg became French.
Oh,
French too.
I want to. You say slam dunk the foes.
oh god.
Yes.
What is the French for suplex? Is it just
Souffle! It's a souffle!
Souffle.
Just a souffle.
It's a souffle.
Okay.
So a souflex. The souflex.
Okay. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna
French
look this up.
suplex. Oh my god. And as you look that up, ladies and gentlemen, hello! Welcome! One and all, boys and girls, men and women, anyone that lives in between that or identifies as a honey badger, hello! Welcome to Ring Warriors, the best show that... Well, there you go. The best show that you should be watching every Good Friday, every year, even though we actually air every Friday, but it just happens to be Good Friday, because it's freaking good. Some people
It's
question...
a great Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And the thing is, a lot of people question, what makes Good Friday that good? I'll tell you what makes Good Friday that good. Fucking Ring Warriors. Done.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true.
The best tabletop role-playing game you're not playing because you're friggin' terrible mark that prioritizes Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder over the true interesting games, such as Ring Warriors. Kids on Bikes is even looking at us saying, I want to be like you. You won't, Kids on Bikes. Because you're a kid
No.
on a bike.
On a bike.
Nah.
You can't even suplex. Even if you could, can't suplex like us boys. It doesn't work like that. But anyway, enough of me shooting on the competitors. We're here. It's me, Don the Expert Coles, here on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, and for the first time ever, the first episode of Ring Warriors, also airing live on D-Live. Yes!
Woo!
New platforms, more people, hopefully. So, with all that being said, this is the wrestling tabletop role-playing game created by yours truly, where you get to create your own wrestler and experience a wrestling fantasy world full of chaos, suplexes, and fun times. We have an
Also-
ongoing campaign, and Foxy, what were you going to say about that?
Also, there is in the Discord there is the first few first few lines of Wikipedia article about suplex in French.
Oh my god. Okay, let's actually read this out just for the people. Un suplex parfois orthographique suplex ou souple
Hang on,
en
where's this
français.
page?
Est un
I'm
pli de
cringing.
catch et de lutte. C'est
And nobody
un
explained
des
why.
puissés
No,
les plus utilisés au catch.
under no circumstances must anyone explain why we want to know suplex in French.
Oh yeah. Un suplex consiste à projeter l'adversaire à terre sur le dos.
Mon anniversaire.
Le corps
Oh, let me
est
change this in
épaulé
French.
ou
I think
quelquefois le visage. In other
I
words,
think,
you fucking take someone, you lift them above your goddamn head, you slam them of mother hubbing down, and you watch them and fucking just suplex.
I think if I'm not wrong, Tash, if I remember correctly, you actually speak French.
I do speak French. I will. Yeah, there's me like thinking, and here's how Dom should have probably sounded, although although I'll probably be butchering it just as bad. Un suplex, parfois en orthographie, suplex ou souplesse en français, et une prise de catch et de lutte, c'est une des prises les plus utilisées au catch. Un suplex consistait à projeter l'adversaire à terre sur le dos, le cou ou l'épaule ou quelquefois le visage.
Thank you.
So, the only bad thing about that, even the French know how to ruin a suplex. I'm just saying. I love Notre Dame, but shit, you can't sell a suplex Frenchies. I'm sorry, you just
Goddamn
can't.
cheese-eating surrender monkeys.
Like, unless you call your suplex the Macron, I don't think it will get over. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's a little bit of political suplex out there, but we're not here to do political suplexes, at least not yet. We're here to play Ring Warriors. So, we're not in France, damn it. I can assure you, this isn't the secret Good Friday French episode. We're not there yet.
Zeus
Oh God, next year.
God,
Oh, God.
next year, France. Anyway,
Oh boy.
we get Ring Warriors in French. No, stop it.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
Let's
Yeah,
not make fun of
let's-
French.
Let's
So-
not make fun of French.
A recap from the last episode, shall we? So, in the last installment, the guys had fought off a bunch of Yakuza members on the jet that arrived in Japan. They kicked their asses, went out of a jet. There was another dude just standing there ready for war, and as he was, suddenly they were greeted by a mysterious Lapland individual here to defend themselves. Their new pal, simply known as, if I was to just check his character sheet, well, his full name being Jaku Hopper! But he's also known as Kickflip, just to make his name easier to pronounce. Anyway, it was thanks to Kickflip that he was sent a mysterious message, as he was told to find you guys and bring you to safety. As he brings you to his grandma's place, which is like a little cafe in a quite secluded part of a Japanese village just outside of the main city. It's actually quite nice. It was quite rickety, it looks like on the outside, but a quite civil place, where Grandma was punishing you guys by throwing spoons at your face. The Grandma themselves being a pretty big badass. The Grandma being a former World Tag Team Champion with her husbando, that sadly died in the ring. Sad face. But the bigger picture has arrived. You have been greeted by a member of a Yakuza that has given you an envelope with information concerning your next battles, who you will be facing, and where the battles will take place. He cannot save you, as you will be battling in the underground circuits in front of the Yakuza themselves. Anything goes, and quite frankly, these can be very deadly matches, so you've got to be on your toes. And where we left off, it was Lavanya, it was Kickflip, and it was Liam, going outside ready to do a bit of sparring as they have a couple of hours prior to the matches at hand.
So, before they go outside, there's a loud sneeze from inside the...
So, you guys are walking outside, you just hear a big sneeze, and you see a pile of rocks.
Where
even
that was a rock formation, but it was me, Dio.
Wow. Kono Dio da! Yeah. But like you see a pile of rocks, and at first the pile of rocks just seems like a pile of rocks. Doesn't seem like anything bad. And that's when Granny comes up to the rocks. It's like, I don't remember putting any rocks in here. Like smacks the rocks with a spoon. And then the rock formation just starts moving, and it's just Erg just going, oh, what happened?
Oh, there you are, Erg. Why didn't you come to say hi?
Sleep.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you must have been jet lagged. Oh
well.
I was dreaming about suplexing.
And for the WWE aficionados, there seems to be streaming live on WWE Network this Sunday, the final chapter of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, that's cool. So from their actual DVD release.
Yes.
Very nice. We don't give a damn about that. That's the opposition product. This is the best product.
The only product worth listening to.
But saying that, I totally want to say that I really enjoy the WWE product, and I highly suggest that you actually get the WWE Network and support them in any which way you can, because wrestling is awesome. Anyway, with that being said, so Erg has revealed himself. Erg, you going to join in the sparring sesh?
Yeah.
Sweet. So you get up, Kickflip sees you for the first time. It's like, dude, you rock, literally.
I am rock. Yes.
Nice. Now he gives you like a thumbs up as you're going outside. As he's like, damn, good stuff. And you guys go outside, and you're doing what is known as a fatal four-way spar, where effectively you're sparring against one another, but at the same time staying on your toes, bearing in mind that anyone at any time can spar with another one of you. Interesting. So what we want to do at this point, to make things a little bit interesting, to see how this spar goes, we're all going to roll d20s. I'm going to roll one for Kickflip, and you guys are going to roll d20s for your own characters. Effectively, what is going to happen here is that the results of these d20s, that are going to be flat by the way, no modifiers on them, will determine how well your sparring session goes. So we shall see. Right. So gentlemen, ladies, grab your d20s and roll! And let's see how this sparring session goes. Oh, that's pretty good. Yes. pretty good.
I don't think it was as good as mine, but you never know.
How well did you do?
I rolled a 19.
Oh,
I rolled an 18.
I rolled a 12.
okay. And Kickflip also rolled a 19. Sweet.
Ooh.
So it was actually a proper good session. You guys had a pretty damn good sesh, especially Kickflip. You know, even though he's quite new to the wrestling scene, you were seeing like some very like different acrobatics and extreme moves with Kickflip utilizing his skateboarding skills to jump over you and outmaneuver each other and use it to like to defend himself during strikes, etc. Like it's quite a bit of inspiration for you guys. Not so much you, Liam.
Mm-hmm.
You're not as inspired, but you're inspired enough. So,
Yes.
with this being said, guys, roll me 1d4, all of you. I also roll one for Kickflip. Okay.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled up 2.
I also rolled a 2.
Okay.
Nice.
So what's yours? Oh, excuse me. Okay, so this is what's going to go down. Liam,
Mm-hmm.
one of your stats for as many turns as you have rolled on your d4
Mm-hmm.
has increased by 1.
I think I'll go with the power.
Okay. So your power is increased by 1 via how many turns? So via your d4 representing, your d4 representing
Yeah, D4 is
how many turns your stat is up by before it
2.
goes back to normal.
2 rounds.
Nice. Then, as for everyone else, because we actually did slightly better than Liam, one of our stats is increased by 2
Ooh.
Ooh.
for as many turns as you may have. Like Kickflip has actually raised his power by 2 for 2 turns. Or for 2 rounds.
Having survived the nimble arts of Kickflip, the raucous punching of Lavagna, and the sheer dirty tactics of Foxy, I feel like Erg has gained a couple of points in smarts for a few rounds.
That makes sense. I can dig that.
I'm debating between appeal, cunning, and power.
Plus, I don't want to fail a smarts check today.
I mean, toughness would be pretty good as well, to be fair. You know what? Let's just boost up good old power.
Yay.
Because
Good old power.
that's always been reliable for me.
Nice. Okay, so with our boosts set in place after a darn good sparring session, a limousine shows up outside whilst you guys are doing the spar. The limousine doors open, as it is a well-suited individual with thick black glasses. You can see or notice a bunch of tattoos coming up from his neck, encompassing the base of his face, but not actually going onto his face. As he looks over to you and just goes, "My boss would be expecting you now for your upcoming matches."
Nice.
Alright, may as well get rolling. And beat up some Yakuza bastards.
Yes.
You just see
Get
Kickflip
rolling,
look
that's
at you
funny.
and just goes, "Dude, that was a good pun." As he just points at his skateboard and rolls a wheel.
Yeah.
Gotta get on there. Okay, you guys go into that limo. The limo's quite stocky enough in order to manage Erg's massive frame as well, so it's all good. And you notice that inside of a limo, there's the guy that invited you in, and there's a couple of other guys just sat in there that are also in suits with the black sunglasses. Some have like tattoos over their hands, some have rings on their fingers. Obviously members of the Yakuza. But you also notice that the limousine itself on the inside has fully blacked out windows. You have no idea where this limo is going. Or at least you have no visual idea as to where this limo is going.
Is it going to hell?
I don't think so, Erg. I don't
Hell in
think
a
so.
Yeah,
cell?
me neither.
Oh no.
Oh.
Sad face. Anyway, when the limo comes to a stop, you see the door opening again, and as the door opens, you guys are let out. And as you are, it just seems to be an entry into like an old abandoned warehouse that just seems to be in like the middle of a harbour that has been abandoned for a very long time. Averaging like around about the time of like 30, 40 odd years. You can see like the wear and tear on the outside of a warehouse building as a whole. You can see that it's quite run down. Like there are some holes on some of like the corrugated steel panels that you can see on the outside. But you do notice that there are a set of double doors in front of you that are wide open, ready to take you in.
Okay. Well, I'm preparing for the. I'm preparing to enter in the place.
Nice. And everyone else?
We're all in the limousine, I presume.
Yes.
Like,
Herb just strolls in there as if he's wearing a black coat and sunglasses with like something like Iron Man playing in the background,
Nice.
just trying to be as cool as possible.
I mean, Lavanya's gonna try and be professional. Well, I say professional about this. Like, she's just gonna be more stoic and like try not to reveal like her true emotions, which are pretty much that she's ready to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and she's all out of gum.
This just reminds me of one video which I will share with you later.
Yes.
Because it's not stream appropriate video.
Is it?
Good.
I think I know the video you're on about.
Oh no.
I've got a similar reminder going on.
It's about kicking butt and chewing bubblegum.
Nice.
Sure.
Right?
Oh yes.
I just
Oh,
remember somebody pissing about with the dialogue and that, and it's like, it's time to kick up bubble gum and chew. No.
Oh
I
man.
think you know exactly what the video I mean.
I'm glad we are on the same front there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Effectively,
yeah,
go ahead.
Liam is just well, in his normal wear, what he's usually wearing, and so basically a kind of a cape on him,
Yeah,
and being stone faced as always.
of course. Of course. So, you guys approach these big double doors in front of you. As you go onto the inside of a warehouse, it is pretty old, deranged, like it's got the smell of like blood on the inside and sweat. As you go in, you see like a makeshift crowd of what seem to be Yakuza members with either their shirts off, revealing like their amazing like tattoo pieces on their backs and their fronts and their arms. You see like some still in their suits, but like the suits are unbuttoned, or maybe they're just in their shirts, but like the top few buttons of the shirts are undone. All on mixed levels of hype, as you see in the middle of this like staged affair with the Yakuza is a makeshift wrestling ring. And inside of the ring, you see a couple of very worn out guys. Not too sure who they are, not too sure where they've come from, as these don't seem to be like iconic wrestlers at all, they're just unknown names. And they are literally beating the living crap out of each other, and it looks like they are on the verge of both just falling. They are just trying to stay up at this point.
Oh crap! Why did my playlist do this to me?
Oh, playlist, why? So,
Because my playlist actually just started playing Soviet Connection.
nice.
I had an issue with Spotify the other day, and for some reason it wouldn't stop playing Crab Rave. So I couldn't get it to pause for about 30 minutes, and all I had on loop was Crab Rave, and I almost went insane.
Oh, man. Oh, that's
Did
crazy.
you need to roll an sanity check?
Everyone
I
needs
did.
more. Everyone needs more crab rave.
But the problem is, it's been stuck in my head since then, and I can't get it to go away.
Oh, bless you.
I found I'm absent-mindedly humming it now.
Okay. So, with what you see in front of you, you see these two very tired fighters slugging it out with one another, still doing really hard hits, but they just seem to be hitting each other with like sheer bursts of adrenaline whenever they can muster up the courage. You see one of them fall, and as one of them falls completely out of like expiration, you notice that there is a guy like above these like upraised platforms of where the Yakuza guys are watching, and he's in a big, bright white suit. What seems to be in like a chair that is doubling up as like a makeshift throne. As with his thick black glasses on, looks down at the two guys that are fighting, throws something into the ring, and he throws a gun into the ring as an invitation for the guy left standing to finish the job. You see all the members of the Yakuza around going absolutely wild, screaming and shouting in Japanese as if like they're ready for like the final hype moment. As this wary guy, clearly scared and in fear, takes that gun, aims it down at the guy that is beaten to an exhausted pulp. As you hear a huge bang echo throughout this warehouse as he shoots his opponent dead. This is your first introduction to the underground of the wrestling world, where rules don't matter, and if the Yakuza says so, you kill your opponents.
And if we decide to go against their orders,
You might not want to know that.
I guess I'm gonna find out.
I apologise, by the way, for the people at home. I don't know why I'm suddenly got the sneezels this evening. So, you've seen something quite tragic, quite in your face. The Yakuza guy's going absolutely mental. The guy that's shot, the down guy, has his arms raised, and he gets a black jacket put over his shoulders as he's taken away. You are left to believe that what you just saw was an initiation fight for a new member of the Yakuza.
I've seen worse.
This is when you are approached by someone who takes you around the back, where you're able to prepare yourself in very like tiny shodded locales. Up to this point, you've been used to like the back for the back of like stadiums when it comes to pay-per-views, where they've got like a nice little lounge bit, a TV to see the matches that are going on outside and all that jazz. You do not have that luxury here. All you have is like a tiny curtain to walk out to the ring with. There's no TV back here to see what the action is. If you wanted to see the action, you're generally just going to have to peep your head through the curtain and see how things go live and in action. The place is just covered with like the stench of like huge amounts of sweat, blood, and terrible feelings. You can even smell like the fear coming up of some of these guys that have literally been thrown into this ring as either a form of initiation or even a form of punishment.
And as there is the smell of fear in the air, Liam just takes a big sniff, like fills his lungs up through his nose, like This is what empowers me.
Okay, lovely. Any of you, do you other guys react to this at all, or?
Oh,
Just
boy.
looking sad because he doesn't like seeing death.
For a moment, Lavanya just remembers something like she has a particular memory run through her head, and she tries to make it look as though she's not distressed by it, but inside she is. Part of her is like genuinely angry. Part of her's a teeny tiny part of her is, and dare she admit it, a little scared.
Alrighty. Sad face, an interesting face. So, with all this in mind, you guys have the letter still that has all the information about who you're fighting and what's going to be going down. I believe it is currently in the possession of Foxy. So if you would want to open up that envelope, you can, or you could just keep it closed as a big, I don't know, I don't care, I want to be surprised.
I would like to open the envelope.
We'll see you opening the envelope and go, oh, envelope, I'll have a look.
Nice.
Yeah, Lavanya will like to have a look, see
Lovely.
what's going on.
So, you see the matches listed in front of you. The first of which being a tag team match featuring a pair of Japanese Yakuzas. You see this written in Japanese, and then underneath just like a shoddily written English translation, just to give you an idea as to what this means. And so, for the first match, you see the name simply known as Shogun Heat.
Shogun Heat.
What seems to be the name of a tag team, versus a team that you guys weren't actually suspecting you were going to be thrown as a tag team together. As Lavanya, Kickflip, your tag team partners.
No! That's so adorable!
Like,
I have another son!
Just try not to sleep with him.
So-
I'm not gonna sleep with him, Jesus Christ! What
Wow.
do you take her for?
Lavanya.
Wow.
That's what I take her for.
Bloody hell.
Just keep Kickflip safe, even though I don't really like him.
You
So-
don't. Oh yeah, that's. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I only just realised
barely
why.
knows him.
Yeah,
So-
Liam is, Kickflip isn't Liam's cup of tea. Just
Well,
to say.
yeah.
Fair play.
Well, no,
So,
he's Kickflip.
Lavanya, you and Kickflip both see that you're going to be tag team partners in a match. And Kickflip's like, dude, I've never done tag team before, man. Have you ever done tag team?
I don't think I ever done a tag team match before, but I suppose there's always a first for everything.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've trusted you guys so far, and that spar from earlier has really inspired me, dude. Like, I feel like we got this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we managed to beat up a bunch of Yakuza on a plane. We can take care of bastards like these.
Yeah, dude, I'm game.
Just chimes in, knock 'em dead, not literally.
Quite literally, please.
It is after this that you read further down the card, and Foxy, Liam, is going to be in a singles match,
Okay.
and he's going to be in a singles match versus someone who is simply known as Yokozuna.
Oh, hello.
Bizarre. Like, there's no additional information. As I said, the English is so shoddily written. It's like as if, yeah, here's the basic gist of, I guess, what you're. I don't care. You're facing someone simply known as Yokozuna. Then, of course, that leaves out Erg and Bumper. Bumper is, of course, going against the... If you look down the list, you notice Bumper's name first, actually, coming up. As you notice, the championship match of the evening, in order to appease the Yakuza Warlord, is a championship match for the Japanese Underground Championship, with Bumper going toe-to-toe against a name that you think you start understanding at first, but gets very heavily scribbled out and wasn't retranslated.
Wait. No, wait. I thought Bumper was gonna face that Shinjo Nakamura guy or whatever he's supposed to be called. Hello?
Maybe foul play.
Oh,
Might be.
They might
Maybe.
be trying to put somebody that they know Bumper can't fight against.
maybe. Ooh. Ah. But Erg, you're more focused on what your challenge is. Who would dare face the mountainous wrecking ball that is Erg? I tell you who would. It is a character that strikes the fear into the hearts of any a man. A Japanese underground wrestler that is so well known for his brutality, but he has been known to have many fatalities under his belt. As you read the name itself just simply reads Kiryu.
I was wondering if I could roll, see if I know who he is.
Why don't you? Go for it. It'll be a smarts check.
It's a smarts check, but I get an advantage of it because of my... I roll favour on it because my background being family of wrestlers.
There you go. I like it. Go for it.
And with the added 2, I have 5 favour now, so...
Aha.
Rolled a 16, add 5, 21.
Very nice. With that in mind, you think back to a legacy of Kiryu. The family itself has quite an illustrious bloodline through the Yakuza. The family has been going back at least a few generations. The name Kiryu itself passed down to sons throughout the timeline. And the trick is that Kiryu was originally used as a name for the family members back in the Age of the Samurais, as a way of representing the dragon, or naming one of the samurais the dragon. And as that legacy is carried on throughout the years, it's kind of moved with the times, where it's gone from like Dragon Shogunate all the way up to like Dragon of Wrestling. But when it comes to being a Dragon of Wrestling, there was a Kiryu that was a professional wrestler on the professional Japanese scene that was really well respected, really well known, and a lot of people admired. Since then, the bloodline has gone into dark places, hence why now Kiryu is mostly known on the underground and more deadlier, not so legal route, rather than the honourable route they used to have quite a few years ago.
You could call him a blood dragon then.
Huzzah. Maybe. So with these fights in mind, there's like again, like one of those black-cladded Yakuza members who's running things from around the back, making sure no one tries to run or no one tries to do anything out of the ordinary or anything like that. He approaches you guys and just goes, "The first battle is about to begin. We need Lavanya and whoever is known as Jaku Hopper." And that's when And that's when Kickflip just kicks up a stink and just goes, I prefer Kickflip. And that's when he just gives Kickflip an angry look. As if it's like, don't test.
Alright then, show us to the ring.
He just simply like goes to where the curtain is, whisks the curtain back far enough for you guys to walk through, and there's no flashy entrances here. The pay-per-view standard entrances with the big lights, potential pyro, the smoke, the fans, everyone going crazy, is no longer here. It's shoddy, it's dark, it's damp, it's terrible, it smells bad. The fact that you're walking down and it's literally like 5 steps and then you're at the ring itself. There's Yakuza surrounding it that are just looking at you guys. Some are spitting, some are booing, some are just shouting random Japanese nonsense at you, which doesn't sound very positive in all honesty. As they are just hoping that you're the fodder that will feed the boys they are here to see. Now, with that in mind, is there any way you would want to act with this crowd in mind?
Oh boy. I would just like to sort of utter sort of like at a volume that Kickflip can hear, but at the same time like sort of quietly, and goes like, whatever happens, I won't let you. No, I will make sure you walk out of here alive.
It's at that time he looks over to you and just goes, "Thanks, dude. As far as I'm concerned, I think we got this, man. I mean, it looks intimidating and it looks real bad, but I don't know, I got a good feeling about this."
And let's keep them good feelings up.
Heck yeah, man. Now he puts up his fist for a fist bump.
Yeah, Lavanya goes for a fist bump.
Bang. Like a good fist bump. You guys are hyped for the battle as the curtain flicks back again once you guys are settled in the ring. And you see Shogun Heat. Shogun Heat consists of 2 individuals. The first being quite a small or smaller Japanese man, quite a light frame. He's got some like quite baggy, like kind of like close to MC Hammer pants on. And as he comes out of the curtain, he's like, ah, like just like giving like this mad, crazy ass stare to the people in the audience, as if he's like one of those guys who's just gonna unleash chaos. And then coming up behind him is a brown Loplan with his ears pointed way up high, black glasses still on, but in a black vest and his regular black leather jeans, walking behind him as if he's like a bodyguard for the mischief, as if you have just a mischief maker and then the guy that keeps him in check. 2 people that look intimidating, but in 2 uniquely different ways. One in the more psychopathic, one in the more intimidating in size and look.
Damn.
And with that in mind, I believe it is time, ladies and gentlemen, it's dice roll time. So, let's roll for some initiative and get this battle started.
I was gonna say, in a tag team match, how would it work in terms of who goes first, like, into the ring?
So, okay, so eventually, pretty much what happens is, obviously I'm rolling for Kickflip on this one, for his initiative. What happened is, it's initiative with each other's, and then, yeah, so everyone rolls for initiative.
Yes!
The highest,
Yes!
oh lovely, J Delta 9, welcome to the Explosive Armada, my dude.
Yes!
Effectively what ends up happening is that the highest numbers start in the ring, and that's the highest numbers both on your side and the opponent's side. The lowest numbers are then hanging outside of the ring and will be awaiting tags. If you get what I mean.
Okay. Alright. Lavanya rolled an 8.
And kickflip rolled a 6. So
Oh, lovely.
you will be starting in the ring. But keep in mind your 8, because now your 8 will roll against whoever starts on the opponent's side.
Okay.
As the small guy rolls a 7, and the big guy rolls a 17.
Okay.
So you will be starting off against the big brown powerhouse-looking Loplan with his black getup.
Okay.
And as there's a random Yakuza guy near the ring who's just got a bell and just randomly double smacks it. As he double smacks it, you see the warlord of the Yakuza up on high looking down at the match. He puts his hand up at first as if to go wait. And before the match starts, he does a hand signal, which is kind of two of his fingers going up and pointing them towards the ring. And as he does that, it's basically a symbol to 2 Yakuza members that are close to the ring that are fully suited, arms crossed, there to be kind of guards, etc. As they turn around into a bin that they have on right next to them, and they whip out a pair, a kendo stick each, and throw them both into a ring. One that lands at the feet of a big guy, and one that lands at the feet of you, Lavanya. This match does seem to be a no disqualification match.
Alright then. Let's go for it.
Nice. And of course, your 8 versus the big man 17, and the big man is going to get the ball rolling. So,
Okay.
let's see what he wants to do. He looks down at the kendo stick. He is actually going to pick up that kendo stick, but he's not going to use it. Instead, he actually chucks it backwards, and his crazy tag partner grabs it, still raring up the Yakuza crowd, lifting it continuously as he's leaning on the ropes, going ah, as if he's trying to get a mad, riotous frenzy going. Obviously, a sign that the big guy does not need simple weapons to fight you. The big guy himself steps up, basically sizes up to you, as you guys are basically chin to chin with one another. He's got a very similar build to yours, quite large, quite in charge. And as you're sizing each other up, he would just take his hand up, put it up by the side of his face, and then just bend down and do a big sumo style slap onto your chest.
Okay.
But only rolls a 13.
That misses.
Okay, so effectively he goes down, does his big sumo slap, it hits you onto the chest. But when it hits you onto the chest, you kind of look at it, look back at him as if to think, what was that? Is this what the underground has to offer? The Yakuza, some of the Yakuza in the crowd are oh, what? That's not supposed to happen. As he rears back a little bit, thinking, okay, maybe, as he goes for another strike, putting a little bit more force into it this time. And he rolls a 22 versus your AC.
God damn it, that hits.
Okay, so this shunt strikes you. This is more so into the central area of your chest, and when it does, you just feel the force come about you, as if it's the force of a brick smacking you into your central chest cavity. That force unleashing the damage worth of... That is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And with those 7 points of damage being done, he will stand back up, directly upright, and glare over to Kickflip, knowing that he is the younger of the equation. And is actually going to use the powerhouse skill.
Oh, shit.
That Vinny has been using quite a lot in the campaign so far. To try and intimidate Kickflip. So, let's see what happens. So. So Kickflip's got to succeed in rolling a power die higher than this Lopland's power, or else bad things. Let's see. Oh no, Kickflip. Oh no. Well, Kickflip only rolled a 1 and is very badly intimidated by this big guy. All of his thoughts about thinking that this was going to go well and this was going to be a pretty half-decent battle suddenly go downhill as he sees the force of that slam and sees this intimidating Lopland looking down at him. But it generally makes him think, what the hell have I gotten myself into? Holy shit. You can already tell the Kickflip is already taken back by this, and it's not looking great. But with that said, Lavanya, it's your turn.
Oh man. Would Lavanya have seen the guy intimidate Kickflip?
Yes, you would have seen him like actively intimidate Kickflip, and you just see Kickflip just not looking as keen as he was earlier.
Okay, question.
Yep.
I know this is probably not the appropriate time to do this, but with my inspiring figure Atlanta State Champion belt thing,
Yep.
is that an action or a bonus? No, is that a function, like a normal function or bonus function? Sorry.
That is a function.
Okay. Yeah. Lavanya would like to sort of look back at Kickflip as she's sort of holding her chest sort of thing and just say, like, focus, dude. This is nothing compared to what I've been through. As she would like to... so the guy is facing me and he's just standing there.
Yes. Like, he's standing in front of you, but he's looking at Kickflip.
Oh, man. No, oh, man, hold on. I want to see slaps. I want to see slaps.
Bitch slap, I don't take crap.
Where are the slaps? Where are the slaps? Or if it's under punches. Okay. Oh, boy. Because basically, I want to, like, give him a huge bitch slap and say, "Hey! Eyes on me!" Sort of thing.
Yeah, do it. Friggin' unleash the smack. And because you're using, like, your authority figure against it, but don't you give him a smack with your power? No, that boosted power.
God damn it, that's a 13.
Ooh. It's not as potent as you want it to be. Like, you get his attention, but then you go to smack him, and it's effectively what that first smack that he did to you does to him. He's looking at you, he gives out like a bit of a smirk, as if to think, you're not too great yourself. Ouch.
Okay, as a bonus function then, I would like to put him in a headlock then. I'll be like, I said eyes on me! And then just wrap and just put him in a headlock.
Okay, cool.
Oh boy.
Nice. Can you roll that D20 for me?
D20?
Now, yes. I want you to see if you can successfully wrap that tail around his neck.
Would that be under power?
Yes.
21!
You're being very angry. That'll do. So luckily, even though your slap wasn't as keen, your tail is, as it wraps around this guy's neck. And it wraps around his neck as he wasn't seeing it coming. And he grabs onto the tail as he's like, like he just starts seeing like his breathing going down. As a result, why don't you roll me
a D4 or whatever damage die?
So that's a D6 plus your power for the damage.
Sweet. That's for like 2 turns, isn't it? The increased thing that we get temporarily.
Yes.
Okay, 13 points of damage.
Very nice. I'll mark that down.
Then I need to roll a d4 to see how long he'll be in that headlock for.
Yes.
He'll be in that headlock for 2 turns.
Lovely.
Nice.
I'll make a note of that. Brilliant. 2 turns of a headlock. Lovely. Now, when you were giving that bit of inspiration over to kickflip, was that you actually using your skill?
No.
Okay.
No, that wasn't.
Okay,
No, that wasn't. That's why I asked the question.
No worries. So bearing that in mind, because you guys have leveled up so far, you guys now have your first sequence, which means you can do 2 functions, aka 2 attacks per turn.
Oh, this is true! Oh, I totally forgot about that!
So,
In that case then, after getting his head in the headlock, I am going to... Oh, right, what do I want to do? Kendo stick or turnbuckle?
oh,
What would happen if I were to throw the guy out of the ring?
if you were to try and throw him out of a ring, I would count that as a function.
Okay, but supposedly, if I did that next round, would everyone gang up on them, or would they just chuck him back in the ring?
Hard to tell. Like, the crowd's very much on like the Yakuza's own fighters' side, so I don't think any one of the
Okay.
Yakuza's in the crowd is going to jump on him. Not
Okay,
because
fair.
this isn't like a lumberjack match. The
Yeah.
Yakuza's quite respectful of leaving the fight to the fighters. But if one of their own gets chucked out of the ring, they'll probably be like, "Oh, quickly get up! Oh, come on, man! Oh, you piece of shit!"
Okay, yeah, duly noted. Okay, in that case then, I would like to... I would like to simply ram his head into a turnbuckle.
Whoa, lovely. So, because now this is me assuming. So if you wish to do it any other way, by all means, let me know. Because you're still quite close to kickflip in your tag corner, would you like to throw him head first into your tag corner's turnbuckle?
You know what? I would like to throw him in our tag corner's turnbuckle thing. You get the idea. Just
Nice.
to keep him away from the crazy guy.
Yeah, I like this. You use your like big powerful force with your tail to swing him over with the attempt to smash his head onto that turnbuckle post. Why don't you've got to roll me your d20 again, and of course you're using your strength to out his strength, so that's power.
Okay. 16.
Oh, so with that 16 being in play, because he is actually quite strangled by your tail, he's not as witted enough to overpower it, as he is brought over to the turnbuckle, smish, straight head down onto that turnbuckle. The Yakuza guys that are not as partial to their own dudes are actually a little bit going nuts a little bit, because they're like, "Oh, I see blood, yay!" At least from the gist you can get from their Japanese antics. Now, this is a turnbuckle. Turnbuckles are not punches. Turnbuckles are not feet. Turnbuckles are normally made out of a really hard substance. Specifically, these ones are hardened steel. With that in mind, instead of rolling a d6 and adding power, roll a d12 and add power.
God damn it, that's a 9. I rolled a 1.
Damn.
That's still okay. So let me see. 9. Okay, so you are on that much. Lovely. Now, with that smack happening, Kickflip is actually going to do something really interesting. Kickflip's going to see you do that, gain like a little bit of motivation back, because he's thinking, yeah, we got this, dude. He's going to lean over, smack you on the back and tag himself in. And as he jumps in, he jumps in, whipping out a skateboard to smack the guy onto his back while he's pinned onto that turnbuckle.
Nice.
Bit of a tag team maneuver.
Woo!
And Kickflip actually lands it with a really nice hit.
Woo!
So with that solid hit, he just smacks the guy with the back with his skateboard. The quite a big Lopland just letting out a big like shout as he's being strangled. His back leaning back, but as it causes him to push his front forward, then his neck being strangled by a tail just increases the freaking power over it, and he's like, oh, it's not great. It's quite powerful. That's another sneeze. I apologise. God, one of this evening. So, because this is a tag team maneuver and it is involving you having the guy in the headlock and Kickflip jumping in and smacking him with the skateboard, we're going to do something a little bit more fun.
Ooh.
Kickflip's going to roll for his damage, but I want you to roll for damage as well, and we're going to add it together.
All right. Is it a D6 plus my power?
You are D6 plus power. Because I'm doing something different, for me it's D6 plus my smarts.
That will be a 13.
And mine, if I have a look, and mine's a 12.
That's cool.
So that is a 25-pointer. Bearing that in mind, he is now on that much. Okay. So this guy's already pretty friggin' beat. Bearing in mind that Kickflip has tagged himself in, he is now the legal man. Because he has tagged himself in, he has one more move under his belt if he so wishes. And what he's going to try and attempt is, he's going to use his skateboard, gather momentum, go towards the opposite side of the ring ropes, and skateboard back using the whiplash effect off of that to go for another skateboard whack onto this guy's back. And with that being done, he goes for that second skateboard whack. All you hear is just that big crash of wood against back. You see like some splinters coming off of the skateboard as the guys of the crowd are like, "Whoa!" They don't like when their own guys are being beat. But you have the odd Yakuza guy who's just going nuts because, oh my god, weapons being used. So happy. He's going to get whacked for some damage. Let's have a look and see what happens. Ooh, that's not a lot.
So because Kickflip is the legal man, does this mean that I have to let go of him with my tail?
Well, at this moment in time, he's just being held by you. Because this is underground wrestling, there are no rules. The only rule that's being respected here is the rule of who's the legal man. That's it. So as long as this guy is in your corner and you can legitimately keep your tail wrapped around him, it's legal. Perfectly fine.
Okay.
If anything, you're actually catered to the underground style quite well.
Sweet.
Okay, so this guy's been pretty badly battered. He's probably been put through his paces worse than he was expecting to be put through. And as a response of it, his first port of call is to try and get this damn tail off of his neck. So he's just going to try and pry it off with his bare hands, if he can. Which he tries. Oh gosh, he tries. And what I want you to do for me, Lavanya, I want you to roll for me a D20, just a flat one.
Okay.
And I want to see what your flat D20 does against my flat D20. And see who wins.
Oh, it's a 7.
And his is a 14. He manages to break out of the hold early. And as he does, your tail returns, like flopping down to like the ring apron as you're hanging out on the outside. He looks intimidating as he's looking towards Kickflip and is just really oversized in comparison to him. My god, it's like David versus Goliath, only if David had a skateboard. Looks over to Kickflip, and what he does is he gathers a tiny bit of momentum and
I'm so stupid.
Raises his boot up to Kickflip's face in an attempt to just kick it. See what happens. Shit. He crits.
No!
Oh no.
This big boot smacks kickflip so hard that it causes kickflip to go down to the mat with the foot still connected to his face, the foot smashing him onto the mat and grinding his face down as you just see blood coming out of the nose and being thrown around him. As the Yakuza guys are going completely nuts, for now even more blood has been shed. How much damage is this gonna deal? Oof, it doesn't look pretty, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
Right.
Come on, kickflip.
Kickflip receives 20 points of damage.
Ooh, ouch.
Okay, there we go. Right, with him receiving 20 points of damage, he's on the floor, he's downed at this moment in time, and he's not feeling too great. He's like writhing around in pain, he's like holding onto his nose, it's just blood gushing around the place. While the big guy, as much as he obviously wants revenge for what's happened, he's just going to calmly stroll to his corner, tag in the crazy guy, and the crazy guy now jumps into the fray. But he literally jumps into the fray as he climbs the top rope and makes a big splash, aiming for kickflip. And he does a 20 versus kickflip's AC.
Oh shit.
Which does hit him.
Fuck!
So with that in mind, this crazy guy is just going, "Ah!" Kendo stick in hand, splashing down onto kickflip. Crowd going absolutely mad as all of a sudden it just seems as if the tables have indeed been turned, as kickflip takes an additional 8 points of damage. Youch.
Ouch.
And with this in mind, the crazy guy is just going to stay crazy. He's going to lean himself up against the ring ropes, shaking them, sticking the kendo stick up high, as if he's aiming to layeth the kendo stick smacketh down onto this young Loplin's face. Doesn't look great. But now it is kickflip's turn. But I'm going to make this a little bit more interesting. Because it's all well and good that I'm rolling for kickflip, but I'm just going to explain what kickflip's going to do. I'm going to let you guys roll for him instead.
Alright.
Oh.
So, kickflip's going to first attempt to get up from his downed position. Liam!
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a d20, please, and tell me what you get.
That one!
Come on!
Wow.
Wow.
With that being done, you see kickflip genuinely trying to get up. He tries to do like that, gets up where he has both his hands on the floor. He's looking up, he's got one eye open, his nose is bleeding down. He's looking over, and then he just has that moment of going, ugh, as he just seems to have the wind kicked out of him, and he can't stand up at this point. But, saying that, being downed could come with its advantages, as he does see that there is a way to roll to the outside of the ring. So, Erg.
I'm ready.
Roll me a
Natural
d20. Yes, just a flat d20 on your end, please.
Right. Keep rolling. Well, it's slightly better than natural one. In fact, it's a 15.
Woo!
That's pretty good. So with that, he obviously doesn't have the strength to get up. That's bad. But he does have the cunning to roll out of the ring. And as this guy is distracted at this moment in time, he actually rolls towards where you are, Lavanya, as he sticks his hand up, and just goes, "I think it's time, dude."
Oh yeah, you deserve a lot. You deserve a rest. And I just smack into that hand and climb into the ring. And I'm gonna try and be all sneaky, so as he's distracted. She's just gonna walk up to him. And as a bonus function, she's gonna wrap her tail around the guy and try and fling him into the ropes on our side.
Nice one. Okay, to do that, I'm gonna let you roll because you're trying to be cunning about this. I'm gonna let you roll a d20 plus cunning to see if you can't get this pulled off.
Okay. So cunning, that is plus that. That's a 22.
That's pretty great. With that, you're able to sneak up on him. Your tail wraps around him as he goes from going to going ah as he just gets thrown off of the ropes, thrown into the ropes opposite. He's bouncing back towards you. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna give him the big boot.
Aw, damn. Raising a boot like the old school Hulk Hogan days. He's chucked away. You lift that boot. He's running towards you. And roll it, please.
I rolled a 13. I don't think that's gonna hit.
You put your boot up. It's looking pretty good. But then he uses the kendo stick that he has and blocks the boot with the kendo stick, stopping the momentum that he's charged up. As he just lowers your foot whilst holding the kendo stick, and just looks at you and just goes, "Ah!" sticking his tongue out at you.
Okay. With another action, I'm gonna. Okay, this is gonna sound like a really weird question. How long is his tongue?
His tongue is about it's not like lead singer of Kiss long, where it's like half a mile, but it's long enough where it's like just above like the center of his chin.
So
Simon's tongue is about 40 centimeters, if I remember correctly, because that's my favorite band.
well,
Nice.
either way, while his mouth is wide open, I am going to attempt to give him a straight punch through his open mouth and try and hit the back of his throat.
Oh, I mean, it's legal, and I like it. Go for it.
It's a 19.
Oh, that is on the money. You throw that straight punch as he's just being a little bit jokey towards you. Not just does it smack him in the mouth, but part of your fist goes inside of his mouth, digging in and pushing him as if to really get to the back of his throat to the best of your abilities. Now, with damage calculation of this one, because he was being a cocky asshole, add your favor to the damage output.
Oh, and hold on, boys, because I have a thing that I would like to share with you.
Has she remembered to use the thing she's forgotten to use so many times throughout this campaign so far?
I mean, yes. And one more thing that I forgot to use, like in this particular match, the lovely sparring shenanigan things.
Oh, yes.
So, if I remember correctly, when using a move that requires power, you can add an extra damage die. So, that'll technically be a 2d6. Plus, that's going to be a 20.
Whoa. That's good stuff. That 20 as in damage.
Yeah.
Lovely. Let's get that calculated. Lovely. Okay.
Nice.
That is one big monstrous punch. It is literally the definition of she punch. That's it.
That's it. And
just sticking true to your merchandise. It works.
And because she used a strike, does this trigger my 1-2 thing?
Lavanya, Tash, Buddy, Pal, Friendo,
Comrade,
Amigo.
Kazakhstan. I don't know why I just say Kazakhstan. Yes.
So it does.
Yes, it does.
Sweet. Okay. I'm just trying to. Okay. So I punched him hard enough so that I'm thinking: do I want to punch him into the ropes or do I want to punch him to the ground? Tricky decisions. Okay, I'm gonna punch him to the ground, and as I take my fist out of his as I take my fist out of his mouth,
Yeah.
I am going to stomp on his face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like try and do what that rabbit guy did to kickflip.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like. Wait,
I am.
You raise your foot, you ram that foot has your power behind it.
Is that with favor because he is prone on the floor?
Well, this is the thing, if you're using the old 1-2 for this...
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's on damage, I believe. Yes, that's on damage, that's fine. Say that again, sorry. brain.
So, because he is prone on the floor, does this give me the favor damage or favor attack roll?
I will give you that.
Yeah, I just have to remember what my favor for that is.
What is it? Power?
Well, yeah, it's power.
So what is your power at the moment? Is it...
Because of like the sparring thing, it's plus 11 so far.
So you'd be at 17 favor.
How?
How is that
Well,
17?
11 plus half rounded up.
No, like that's okay. So my normal power. Okay, so my normal power like had increased by 2, so it's 8.
Oh right, so that'd be 12 favor plus the 3 whatever modifier, so 15.
Wait, 15?
14.
14?
I'm so confused!
I'm very confused as well. You said 11 earlier, so I was assuming there was...
Okay, right, 8. Hold on. Right, so it's 8.
If you have 8,
half.
if your main stat is now 8, your favor's now 12.
Ah, okay, cool.
Let's get that clarified.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Look, numbers are not my thing, okay?
Numbers!
God damn it,
Numbers are my thing, and this is why I was getting very confused.
Numbers.
That's a 14.
The true evil of mankind. Numbers.
Yeah.
That was a 14, you said.
No, numbers did nothing wrong.
You want to unleash the stomp, but instead of stomping the face, you just stomp the ground next to his face.
Well, then I'd like to. Yeah, I would like to use that as a kind. Ooh. I mean, that probably wouldn't be allowed, but could I use that stomp as the shadow? No, that's a bonus function, and I've already used that. Never mind.
Never mind, or chat. No, that's fine. Don't you?
Yeah, never mind. But I would like to say, like, yeah, I would like to say, next time it's going in your fucking face.
Oh damn!
I think you've literally just made it. So she punched. That's it.
Literally, yeah. And that's it. But what? And as you have done that, as the turn fades over to the crazy guy, ugh! Roll me a d20 and see how this crowd are feeling about this.
Oh, well, you see, the crowd are feeling like a 16.
They are... Okay, you're getting quite a lot of people on your side because they're just loving the bloody action of this mayhem. Not too sure whether they're enjoying the bloody mayhem of Kickflip being battered, the big guy being battered, or this guy being battered. But quite frankly, some people are being battered and they're liking it. Which leads...
just love blood.
Oh yeah, just blood. They like it. It's basically...
They're vampires.
It's basically like if you've ever seen CZW, it's that. Which, by the way, if you see CZW, watch a montage of CZW and try not to be sick by the amount of light tubes people go through that literally rips your skin to pieces. Holy shit. It's nuts. And plus there is a well-known CZW wrestler by the name of Necro Butcher that looks like everyone's backyard granddad. It's hilarious. Anyway.
Nice.
Shout out to Necro Butcher.
Mm.
With that being said, this crazy guy laying on the floor, he's going to try his best to try and get up. He's a little bit scaredy because he did stand that foot in front of his face, so he's going to roll up, bearing in mind that he is not going to be as keen to get up. But he does manage it. He manages to stand up. He's a little bit shaky. He's not as shouty. He's more grunty now. He's gone from going "Rah!" to going like a more animalistic, angry dog instead. He's still got the kendo stick in his hand, and he takes it only in one hand as he turns it backwards, as if he's like holding the handle, but instead of the kendo stick coming out like a proper sword, he's holding it backwards because he's stylish like that. And he's going to do like a stylish like backswing of that kendo stick with the power of his elbow behind it to try and go in and smack you across the side. Ooh. Tactics. But it's only a 12 versus your AC.
That misses.
So he goes to swing it. He doesn't have as much force behind it as he is a bit scaredy cat right now. As the kendo stick, like, it kind of like taps into you. Doesn't whack into you, taps into you. And as you feel that tap, he's just going like, you just hear that sign of, what? as he just quickly retorts backwards, throws the kendo stick from one arm to the other, and goes for like a double-handed smack downward onto your forehead. Does it hurt? No, because it's a critical failure.
Hey!
Damn.
So with that in mind, the kendo stick goes down to try and smack you onto the forehead. Again, like you see the momentum and the smack go onto your forehead, but just like an old school Looney Tunes cartoon, it smacks your forehead, but instead it just ripples down it and goes wing, just like shaking his hands as he's forced to let go of the kendo stick in order to balance himself out. The stick falling to the ground in front of you.
How close are Lavanya and this guy, the ropes?
Rope-wise, they're about more central of the ring at this point.
Because I was thinking more like the guy is trying to hit Lavanya, but instead just whacks to the ring rope, and the rope just gets the momentum and bangs him in the forehead.
I get it. So it's a this point. Ooh, bear with me. Finger my throat. It's at this point that he's trying to shake himself out of a shakeout. Lavanya, it's your turn.
All right. So he's dropped the kendo stick.
Yes. Now two kendo sticks on the floor.
Two kendo sticks.
God, that's on the street.
You're the odd one out, Foxy.
Although,
okay, question. Has that, like, increased favor shenanigans, like, wore off now?
Did you only have 2 turns of increased stats? Or 2 rounds of increased stats?
I think I did, yeah.
Then yes, you're back to your regular stat pool.
Okay, cool. Whew, that was really confusing there. Okay, so, with that in mind, you know what? I'm trying to think. Do I want to do this?
Yes.
Because... that is a bonus function. Okay, right. As a bonus function, I would like to use my unique skill and use Shadow Strike on this guy.
Aha.
And
Nice.
basically, I would like to take the kendo stick, and I would like to pretend to stab him with it.
Woof. I like it.
Yeah, so I have to roll a power or cunning die to intimidate them. I'm going to use my power.
Lovely. And as a reference, what is your power?
My power is as a modifier.
So like your base power stat.
Oh, 6.
Okay, so I would have to roll 6 itself to beat you and not be affected by Shadow Strike.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, does he win? It's a 5.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh, don't fucking do that to me, Dom.
So you go to like swing your kendo stick as he just goes to put his hands up in defense of it. But of course, it's a fake out. -2 AC on your next attack.
Sweet. In that case, then, I would like to kill him, please. No, I would not like to kill him.
Yes, you would. Don't lie.
You are past a gun by the Yakuza.
Yeah. Instead, I would like to. Yeah. I would like to, after like sort of doing the fake out with the kendo stick, like sort of drop the kendo stick before like actually smacking him in the face, and I would like to do a spinning. No, I would not want to do a spinning heel kick. I would like to do instead. God damn it.
Choices, you got the choices.
You know what? I'm gonna do a leg sweep.
Oh.
And I'm just looking here. Attempt to knock down your opponent with a sweep at their own legs. Opponent must roll a smarts check, DC. I'm seeing DC 16, and on a failed roll, are put in a down state.
Yes.
Okay, so do I need to roll anything for this?
So you roll the attack like normal, which if you hit will also include the damage, and then I roll the appropriate check to see if I go to a down state.
Okay, and I need to use my cunning, which I know is not too bad. That's a 5. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Nice.
That's a 16.
And because he has his -2 to his AC, that's pretty good. As you are able to leg sweep him, you commit to the leg sweep. It whacks him onto the legs, and as it does, you just hear him cry "Aye!" as it just smacks into the back of his calves, and he's going to try and make that check. Huzzah! It is the DC 16, and he doesn't quite make it as he is taken to the down state.
All right, and
back smacking onto the mat.
okay.
How much damage did your leg sweep do, by the way?
I believe the leg sweep does 1d6 plus cunning.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, 1d6 plus cunning.
Yeah. Roll it. I'm like, yeah. Roll it then.
But wait, there's more. Do I decide to put my last sort of damage die into this?
Ooh.
No, I'm not.
Ooh.
I rolled an 11!
Nice. So, 11 points of damage. So that will take him down to that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
He is in a down state on the mat in front of you after the leg sweep.
Sweet. I'm just gonna have a look at the thing to make sure that I have this right, because okay, right. I need to roll a d4 to see how much the 1-2 thing cooldown lasts for.
Yep.
Okay, so it only requires 1 round to cool down, but because I have an extra attack, am I right? Because I'm level 4?
Because your sequence, yes.
Yes, in that case then, I would, like, in conjunction to the leg sweep, I would like to raise the same leg and literally throw my heel down into his stomach.
Ooh. Heel dig, I like it. Now,
Yeah, so I
yeah. Now,
I don't know what I need to roll.
Well, you're using that heel to dig into him. You're thinking about this, and you're thinking, okay, I need a good, lasting move that's going to really make him regret the decisions he's made. So, with that in mind, why don't you roll me a d20 and add your smarts to it?
Ooh. And is that with favour because he's downed?
It is!
Yes, right. In that case, then, it's going to be that much. Okay, let me add that. That's a nat 20!
Sweet.
Nice.
That heel of yours just comes on up. It's like it kind of like goes with like a classic, like high angle heel kick down, and as it goes down into his sternum, you just see like whoa, it's like some blood coming out of his mouth. Guys in the audience going pretty crazy. Actually, Liam, how crazy is this audience? Roll me a d20.
Let's see.
But meanwhile, while you're rolling this gives me a wrestle point because I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
17.
This crowd are digging it. They see blood and they love it.
So, DM, what do I need to roll for this nat 20 damage?
Now, before doing anything with that nat 20, for your brawler aspiration, did you go with Fists of War?
Yes, I did. Yes!
Because for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, we get to see the Fists of War level 3 skill, Precision Blow. This is gonna be mad.
I've been waiting for this day!
So, for the people out there in the wonderful world, this is the definition of Precision Blow. As a brawler, you are ruthless, yet at the same time precise. At level 3, you now crit on a 19 or 20, and upon landing a crit, you may roll a d12, and the resulting roll allocates one of the following effects to your opponent. Which effect will this be? Roll a d12 and we'll find out.
It's an 8!
He has shin splints.
Oh, even though I kicked him in the stomach!
They've kicked him in the stomach so hard that it's kind of affected his hip, which is in place, affected the nerve endings that go into his shin, thus giving him shin splints. Huzzah.
Huzzah!
So before even rolling damage, your opponent has strong pain in the feet, and whenever they take a step, your opponent takes 1d6 damage for every 10 feet they now walk or run, and that is if they are walking or running after you do that damage calculation. So, first off, you're using your smarts when you were doing this, so that is already 6 plus your smarts at base, which is...
Oh, sorry, so it's d6.
So before rolling anything, it's already 6 plus your smarts at the moment.
Ooh, so that's 11.
That's 11. And now, you roll a d6 and add your smarts on top.
You know what? I'm totally going to use this die. I'm going to use that last sparring die.
Oh, here we go.
That's an 11!
Another 11. You have dealt 22 points of damage. And you just see the white pupils in this guy's eye as he is on the floor, like a slight blood patch over his mouth as he is laying down there. Lavanya, I think it's time to pin him.
Oh yeah, I would like to pin him like a pincushion, like a piece of cloth to the cloth.
Lovely. You just smack on top of him. There's no specifically any ref in this situation, but one of the suited Yakuza jumps in as he's like the go-to counter of the fall. As he slides in, and here we go. Bearing in mind, this guy already has disadvantage on his pin saves because he has hit 0. So he is already 1 down. So he only has to roll 2 die to see if he can get back up. So here we go. He's already 1! He rolls for the first die. 2! Rolls for the third die. 3! It is all over. This brutal beatdown has ended with the Atlanta State Champion and her skateboarding bud defeating Shogun Heat in a quite heated wrestling match.
A Shogun heated?
Ah, exactly. Like, and
you could
just
say that they got Shogun burned.
oh damn. And
Dang.
just to weigh up how crazy this has gone, Vinny,
Yes.
why don't you roll me a d20 and see how crazy this audience are about this?
Absolutely. Imagine I roll a 1. I've dropped my dice. Give me a second. I have to re-roll that. Imagine I roll a 1 and they're just like, nah.
Yeah.
Right, well, I rolled... Well, they're pretty damn insane about this. It's a 19.
Nice, they're going absolutely nuts. As much as they want to support their own Yakuza buddies, just seeing how brutal this has been is really put them in a good mood. If this is what the champions from across the board are bringing to the underground table, then my god, you may have just made actual wrestling fans out of these Yakuza boys.
Oh boy. And
Nicely done.
yeah. Thank you.
Kickflip jumps into the ring at this point and gives you like a great like pat on the back, as if it's to go like, dude, that was nuts.
I would like to give Kickflip like a kind of smile and go, see, I told you I'd bring you up. No, I told you you'd get out of here alive.
Dude, yeah. And as you guys are quite celebrating quite a bit, you see a couple of suited guys come into the ring. Will seem to be at first dragging the crazy guy out, when in fact it was dragging the crazy guy to one side, bringing the big bunny dude to the other side, as he's pretty badly damaged as well. And all you see are two Yakuza members whip out handguns, point them at these guys' heads, shot dead.
Oh, fuck.
In the end of the day, in the world of the Yakuza, if you can't even stand up to guys that are thrown in front of you, you're not worth it. These guys are ruthless. You are either the best or you're dead. With that being said, however, the after you've just seen like basically a horrendous murder in front of your face just occur, the warlord does like a gesture on his seat again, and as he does, you see one of the suited guys, as you climb out of the ring, give you a bag, but gestures not to open the bag until you've gone to the back.
All right. Yeah, I suppose we better get out of this hellhole. And yeah, Lavanya would like to walk towards the curtain to backstage.
Brilliant. You walk towards the curtain, heading backstage. Kickflip following not too soon behind you. So Liam and Erg, at this point, you see these guys finally come back through the ropes. You see them quite battered, bruised in places, especially Kickflip. Bless him, with a bloody nose still going on. What do you want to say to these guys?
Did we see the fight?
Did you want to be seeing the fight?
I think I would have. Would definitely have been watching. I'm sure.
Yeah, you would have had moments when you were like peeking through the curtain, but trying not to be noticed in case the Yakuza didn't like it. You pretty much saw like the core elements of the fight. You saw like some like the big moves and the big counters and the big damage that was being dealt. So you got the main gist as to how it went down.
Just pats Lavanya on the back and goes to pat Kickflip on the back, looks at how he is, and just gives him a little pat on the head instead.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, but he was damaged most in the head, so he's probably like, ah!
Oh, dude,
It's
careful.
not like he's smart about these things.
Yeah, you just like you give him a pat on the head, and he's like, "Dude, I would be thankful, but ow."
Oops.
Love it.
Yes.
Oh, it's brilliant. Okay, did you want to see what is in that bag?
I would like to see what's in that bag, please.
You open up the bag, and when you
Ooh,
open that bag up, you see big wads of cash.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
What is technically known in the underground as blood money.
Oh shit.
You have 100 WrestleBucks worth of blood money.
Except Lavagna's not going to accept that.
Oh.
She's not going to accept dirty money.
Oh shit.
I can take it.
Yeah, Lavagna's
Give it to Kickflip. He deserves it.
Yeah.
but then I'm like, I don't want to give the kid blood money.
He doesn't have to know where it came from, and he'll put it to good use.
He knows where it came from. We're fighting bloody Yakuza!
He's probably just.
Either way, is there a table?
Yes,
Is
there
there a
is. There's a
table?
table back there, yeah.
I will
You can always
place the
donate
money
it.
on the table. Wait, no!
Look, just because it's dirty money doesn't mean it has to go to dirty courses.
Yeah.
Lavagna's just gonna put the money on the table and go, as great as the money would be towards good causes, I don't accept dirty money.
I believe there is no yes or no on your part to say when it's coming from someone like them.
Trust me. No, trust me. I know how it feels to do bad stuff to get what you need to survive.
Yeah, you could also burn it.
I mean, true.
Why waste
I mean-
money? Money is money. It could be
Yeah.
used for good causes.
Kickflip, what do you think? This is technically our money, so.
Like, dude, I get you. Like, I respect you, dude. I respect the decision, but, like, I can give this to Grandma and, like, she can help, like, improve the quality of her cafe, man. Like, it's my way of finally giving something back to her, because I just feel like I haven't been able to do much, you know? Like, ever since I moved out here, thanks to my parents, I've been a jerk, but since that being my first proper match and opening my eyes to things, I'm like, dude, I respect what my grandma went through so much more now. It's the least I can do, giving her something back.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna take your advice, Doug, and she will give the money to Kickflip. Use that money to help your grandma, okay?
Dude, of course, man. Like, thanks.
And if you want, I'm a pretty good building contractor myself. I can always fix a few pipes and a few floorboards and maybe lay a few bricks here and there. Free of charge.
Dude. Like, he just like eyes brimming at this point as if to think like he will remember this from days to come. Great stuff.
This isn't Telltale.
So Kickflip will remember
Kickflip will
this.
remember this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So with this moment being had, I believe the second match is on the horizon. But that second match will sadly have to come next time on the next gripping installment of Ring Boys. I know
Man.
it's not as impactful. Sadly, it's mostly due to the fact that even though it is Good Friday and it's an Easter weekend, I'm working the entirety of it and I'm already shattered, which I heavily apologise for.
Bastards.
I know, but we still had fun, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what matters. At the end of the day, you have fun and a great time. So, ladies and gentlemen, did you have fun? Did you have a great time? Why don't you let me know? Post a comment down below on join us in the Explosive Armada with your subscriptions, your follows, your lemons, your potatoes, whatever it is that you want to give out to people. Give me a potato! I don't know. Just do it. Go out there, send the support and the love wherever you can.
Do it.
There you go. The social links down in the description of the panels, wherever you may be as well, because it's such a very good time. You gotta love it indeed. With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next Friday with some more fun Ring Warriors action. More of the underground mayhem, as the Yakuza underground is really becoming a beastly battleground of blood. And we cannot wait for more. With that being said, I've been joined as always by Tash, Foxy, and Vinny, at least for this session. So thank you guys.
And thank you for running such a glorious match.
Indeed.
And of course, thank you to you guys at home for just being explosive. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whatever time it may be. Stay explosive, and I'll be seeing you next time. See you guys!
Bye.
Bye-bye.